Health has been on the front of everyone's mind during COVID. From mental health issues to those who are too high risk to be around others, it has been unavoidable. But for students who are recovering from concussions, the pandemic has made it especially difficult.
It did provoke symptoms a lot more than would have seeing my professor draw on a board or being in a class.
Miami native Hannah Souza suffered a major concussion after a car crash in which her head was slammed against the side of the car. While most major concussions take up to 6 months to recover from, Souza's took almost 2 years. The concussion was so bad that she was unsure if she would ever fully recover.
It wasn't getting better. I was helpless. My parents were hopeless.
After countless trips to doctors and multiple procedures, Souza began to finally start feeling better. But shortly after arriving at George Washington University in DC for her freshman year, the pandemic struck, and the symptoms she still had became even harder to deal with.
Not only was it hard, but it was like you were spending so many hours in between class and doing your work online because nothing is on paper anymore. I was getting a lot more headaches, fatigue. I was so tired at the end of the day.
People who have already recovered from similar injuries understand how difficult that must have been. Cameron Dobbs, a former University of Miami volleyball player who was forced to medically retire after 3 concussions, says she cannot imagine what that struggle must have been like.
I couldn't even imagine going through a concussion during COVID for many reasons. One, the fact that you would try to go to class during COVID, doing all these Zoom calls all the time, trying to work remotely from a computer constantly, that would kill my brain, literally.
Although her struggles continue today, Souza keeps a positive attitude and wants others to know that they should not lose hope.
There's light at the end of the tunnel. You're going to get through it. It feels like you will never get through it, but you will.